To prepare an image for laser cutting, we go into Illustrator and you select New File. Make sure you select the size of the document that is the right size for your laser cutting. If you want something A4, don't put it on an A3 sheet of paper. If you want some more presets, go up to Print, View All Presets, and then you can scroll through. We've got A4, A3 here. So we're going to go for A4 and make sure that it's CMYK color. And there we go. So now what we do is place at the image that we want to turn into a laser cut. So File, Place. Choose the image and select Place. Click on the artboard to place it and then press Shift and drag out the edge so we can resize it to the size we want. Like that. And then click Off. So to turn this into a vector image ready for laser cutting, we need to trace the image. So to do that, we go up to the window bar and we go to Image Trace. Make sure your image is selected and then turn on the advanced features here. And what we want to do is make sure that a few things are selected. So if we move the panel up slightly, we want to make sure we've got a preview selected. And it just takes a minute to update. We want to make sure it ignores white so that we only get the black as a cut and not the white. And we want fills and strokes so that if we want to make an engraving, we're going to just use strokes. Then we can play around once that's updated. Then we can play around with the sliders to get the sort of image that we like. So I'm going to turn up the threshold a little bit just to help simplify things. Whoa, too much. Let's go this way. So it's just a matter of playing around. Each image is different and how much information you want to keep is different. So maybe go back up a little bit. And then if we mess around with the paths, we can have lots of paths. And that gives us more detail, or we can go to low and that will give us fewer details. So it simplifies the line a little bit. The same with the corners. If we take the corners down, you'll get a more simplified image. Let's go really crazy and go down this end. And then if we turn the noise down, or we turn the noise up a bit, I quite liked it as it was before, there was fewer bits. So that'll probably do. So at this point, like I said, it's about playing around, adjusting things, seeing what you like. Now there's a few things I'd like to clear up. So we're going to just click off the image in a minute. There's a few bits and pieces I want to kind of remove. So we don't need this black line here. We don't need this big black area here. And there's a couple of like spots that I'd like to take out. So what we do is we select the image, and at the minute so we select the image and we go to Object, Expand. And what this will do is it'll expand the image into fills and strokes. So we click OK. And you can tell now that these are vector shapes because you've got the bounding box on the outside edge. So if I zoom in now, you can see that it doesn't pixelate. So if we select the image again, and now what we're going to do is use the eraser tool. And we're just going to rub out some of the bits that we don't want. Like that. Let's just click off. You don't need to have it selected when you do it. We can make the brush a little bit bigger. Let's brush that out. Now if I zoom in by pressing Ctrl and plus, I can just neaten up some of these areas here. Maybe take some of the whiskers out. Some of these spots can go. Smooth that area. That'll do. Zoom out from there. So now we've got a picture of Julian like this. Now what I might just do is use the direct selection tool here and just take out some of these white bits here. So I'm going to take out that. We just click it and press backspace a couple of times. Zoom a bit more. Zoom out again. Same here. Got these couple of little ones here. Let's take those out. There you go. Maybe that one there. Zoom out. So now we've got an image ready for laser cutting. If we want it to be ready for an engraving, we need to make it red. So we click, we go to Object, and we press Expand again, and OK. So you'll see now you've got a fill and the stroke is empty. If we spin that around, so if we use the swap button, you've now got the outline. So let's select it again, and we need to make this stroke a specific colour of red. So we double click in there, and you've got the CMYK settings here. So we want cyan, C as 0, magenta as 100, so M, yellow as 100, so Y, and black, K as 0, and OK that. Double click in there. Use the drop down button here and choose the red. And then click away. So now we've got this almost ready for engraving. So so now we've got this almost ready. So now we've got this almost ready for laser cutting. Let's select it again, and we need to change the stroke width to 0.25. So it's quite a faint line. If I zoom in, you can see the detail in there, and that will then cut out. So that's ready for the laser cutter. All we do is File and Save. And we can name this Julian Cut Out. And OK that. And there we go. That's how we create images in Illustrator for the laser cutter.